But isn't it illegal to go down there? I mean, how are people living on the floor if you can't even get past the border without being thrown out by guards?
Why are you so interested in the forest floor all of a sudden?
Why are you being so touchy about it?
Because the floor is Pyrope's jurisdiction. You know, Pyrope, the hunter whose idea of fun is making public spectacles out of hangings and leaving the bodies to rot mid-air. If you have questions about how she's running things, why don't you go ask her?
No thanks. I choose breathing. But didn't you two used to be friends or something?
Keywords, used to. Rivalries are settled, debts are repaid, people break even. You move on. And you keep moving on by not sticking your nose in places it doesn't belong.
Okay, I get the hint. No sneaking, no snooping, no asking questions.
Great. Glad we had this conversation.
Quick question, though.
Fire away.
Would you mind helping me make some muffins for tomorrow? I'll give you half the batch if you let me use some of your ingredients.
Are they cranberry?
Duh.
Then I'd be happy to.
Now, where to find a pink basket? Later that afternoon.
Thanks again for making muffins with me. I don't know anyone else who has as many baking supplies as you do.
No problem. Where did you learn to bake like that anyway?
My dad. He loved baking. I wasn't that big into it, but I'm pretty sure he just used it as an excuse to spend time with me. Ingredients trade at a premium around here, though, since they're so hard to come by. Come to think of it, why do you have so many baking ingredients here anyway?
I collect them. Yeah. Like you said, baking stuff is worth a lot, so I collect them like I would any other treasure.
That's kind of weird, but okay. Well, I've left half the batch on the counter like I promised. I'm gonna get going before it gets dark out. See you later.
Bye. What a goof. Huh?
Nostalgia is the most curious thing, a dull sensation of longing that rides on the backs of memories, a profound ache when looking back on how things once were, when we were younger, a little more open, and a little less wise. Standing at the center of her nest, Vriska stares at the feather as if its existence mocks her own. Is it possible to ache for something you regret?
Come in.
God damn it, the line is supposed to be 2 bits, not come in. That doesn't even make any sense. It's like you're not even trying to do a stupid comedy skit with me.
Hey, Strider. What are you doing here?
What, can a guy visit his favorite lady pirate without being interrogated? I wasn't expecting a Spanish Inquisition.
When was the last time we even spoke?
I don't know. I've been hearing about you, though.
Oh, really? What have you heard?
I don't think what I've heard should be repeated in polite company.
Very funny. Wait a minute. Hold still.
Hey, what?
Shit.
Circuit, what the hell are you doing? Whose feather is that?
I was hoping it was yours.
That feather? Nope. I'm only red at the top, see? Did you forget why you started calling me Red Wing in the first place? Circuit, I'm hurt.
Forgive me if I don't remember the reasoning behind every name I've ever called someone.
You are forgiven. It's because I'm the only one in the canopy who wears red, since it scares all you hunter types away so easy. The color's a big omen of death for you guys, isn't it? Real bad luck?
Ugh, the color doesn't scare anyone. Yeah, it's the color of death, but wearing it just makes you look cocky. I don't understand how you haven't gotten yourself killed yet. What kind of guardian with any shred of common sense would let their hatchling live in hunter territory wearing a color like that?
Yeah, bro sorta let me do all sorts of really stupid shit that probably should've killed me. He was cool like that. Like this cape, just some ratty-ass blanket I had when I was little. I tied around my neck to get my Superman on. And bro, in all of his ironic brilliance, sewed it up to look like a proper cape. Couldn't let him get away with that shit, so I started wearing it 24/7. Then he was all like, "Little man, if you're gonna be around hunters in a color like that, you better learn how to not get your ass kicked." He then proceeded to kick my ass until I stopped sucking at sword fighting. The end.
Fascinating.
Please, hold your applause.
I believe you have something for me?
Do I? Nah, I'm just playing. Here it is. I got you a CD, and if John asks, I totally didn't.
A CD? Isn't this a bit rich for your blood?
Hey, for your information, I didn't step foot in no marketplace. Holly put together a bunch of electronic shit for me to produce with. I know better than to ask that girl questions about where she gets her shit. This ain't just any old CD. It's my music on there, made just for you. Enjoy.
I don't have a CD player.
Yeah, you should probably get on that. So, now that we've gotten this token stuff out of the way, how about we crack open the wine to celebrate?
How about we don't? That's for celebration night, dummy.
Come on, one glass. No one has to know.
Everyone in the canopy got a bottle. Why don't you just open your own?
Hell no, I'm saving mine for celebration night. I would borrow some from John, but the understory dwellers always get the shittier vintages. Although they're not so much shitty vintages as they are basically fucking grape juice.
What?
Nothing.
You made a noise.
Just admiring the view.
Well?
Mine's better.
Bullshit!
Scout's honor. Bro left his sword collection behind when he flew the coop. I've been adding to it ever since. You see, I've been in a lot of challenges, but if it's with a sword user, I get to jack their best weapon when I win. Booyah. Haven't taken this one for a spin in a while, have you?
It's for special occasions.
I would never put you and swords together, though. I always figured you were more of an explosives kind of gal.
You remember that, huh? I dabbled when I was younger. Then I grew up and decided to put my efforts into something a little more sophisticated.
Uh-huh. And here I thought it was because your explosives just sucked.